For years, we have loved playing Dungeons & Dragons because of its unique and collaborative storytelling experience. Together, we have brought to life characters and moments that will last us a lifetime. So for Son of a Dungeon, we want to bring that life to you too. For our game table, we have partnered with Dwarven Forge to bring you some of the coolest miniature terrain you'll ever see. And we've gone a step further by digitizing it, allowing us to put ourselves into this fantasy world and give you a perspective of D&D that you've never seen before. Now, I was just about to play the first episode, but there's something really, really important I have to tell you. This show has been 12 months in the making and was made entirely possible with our CorridorDigital.com subscribers. You see, we have a green light feature on our site that allows our subscribers to vote and choose which projects their subscription dollars actually go to. Because of that, we made Crew Cuts, which is our studio vlog. We just reached our 100th episode of that. We also have Functional Filmmaking, which is our masterclass mini-series that details everything we do here after a decade of filmmaking on YouTube. It's really sweet. And if you like this first episode, hop over to the website. Episode 2 is live right now, and trust me, this show gets better and better and better. I love it. It's so cool. We put so much work into it, and we'd really love if you checked it out on CorridorDigital.com. Enjoy.
Cecilton, the name of the village you call home. Cecilton, known for its agriculture, its trade, and most importantly, the decades-long and vicious sports feud it holds with the city of Wentinghamshire, your more affluent neighbors. Regardless of whether you're past or present sports fans, or connected to the world of sports at all, the occupation that you, our players, share is that of exterminator. Exterminators of demons, exterminators of aberrations, exterminators of creatures that are unnatural to this world. Hopefully you're good at your job too, because you're about to meet one of your greatest challenges. You've been summoned for an emergency meeting in the woods outside Cecilton, where Marcella, Cecilton's Chancellor of Sport, has summoned you. She claims the pay will be high, too high to refuse, because she knows of something very dangerous lurking in the abandoned caverns beneath the village. Something so dangerous, it could put an end to Cecilton and sports as we know it. And so you have arrived. The sun is setting, and your story is about to begin.
Welcome to the first episode of Son of a Dungeon. We've been really excited in putting this show together, and we're finally here today to do it. We have a huge table. We have Ren, we have Dee, we have NIKO, we have Jake. It's a great party, really excited. Some of these guys I've played D&D with before. Ren?
I've played D&D before, but I'm a newcomer when it comes to playing with you guys, so I'm excited to play.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Once I uncover this stuff, you guys are gonna get blown away. Don't worry, you'll be happy with how things go. So, Marcella, the Chancellor of Sport,
Old Marcella,
has given you an emergency call saying there is a task most peculiar.
Well, gentlemen, here we are. Marcella!
Yes.
Thank you for calling this meeting. I have heard from not only my family, but also from others in town that there is a very serious problem.
Well, we all know that the big game is tomorrow evening, correct? And, well, we have a bit of an issue happening inside here. We all know Gorgeous Greg, of course. He's the star player of Wentinghamshire's sports team, and we all look down upon him, of course, every time we see him play. We always want our home team to win, correct? Yes, so he's here.
He's here?
Yes. Now, this is a mission where it requires an incredible amount of discretion because, as we know, it's not looked upon with the best light to fraternize with players of the rival team before a big game.
This is peculiar indeed. Who are the nobles inside?
Before we get to the nobles, I see some new faces, some people that you have brought to this mission. Of course, I know you, the Bard. The Bard, everyone, you know everyone in town. Your name is passed around frequently, and...
Yeah, Warran Watt. I am a half wood elf, half human. I am a bard. I carry with me a guitar, a mandolin, and a smaller guitar. I also have a longsword, a dagger. I've got a few other trinkets, disguise kit, some other costumes, rations, things of that nature. I got a few cantrips, a few spells that might come in handy while we're in there. I also have a crystal bead and an eagle's feather.
Beautiful. We have a very good relationship, but we have some new people here, and before we bring them inside, could you please vet them for me? Okay.
What a comforting way to introduce strangers.
Who are these friends of yours again?
All right.
To my left, we've got Nest.
My name is Nest. I'm a druid, wood elf, very wise fella, decently dexterous. You know, I've been around Cecilton for years, from a little druid tribe that's been doing various druid craft for them over the years as they've run into issues with nature and the city clashing together. My focus is on tactical magic, you know, aimed at nature, so handling animals, things like that. We'll go from there.
Okay. Good. And who is this big fellow?
You know Bob. Bob, introduce yourself, goddammit.
My name is Bob with a W, and I grew up in the woods. I was actually adopted by a family of chipmunks. When I was a child, there was a storm. A bunch of chipmunks got washed out from their home. I rescued them, and we cuddled together through the storm.
I just think this is hilarious that the first time you meet someone, you're telling them all of this about yourself.
And it wasn't very apparent to me at such a young age that I was a Goliath and huge. This guy little here, his name is Chippy. He is my best friend in the whole world. Other than him over there, I trust him.
It's kind of funny if you're super huge and you don't know what normal size is. Like, that's funny. Like, you just walk around like, man, everyone's really small.
Yeah, everyone is really small.
I'm a barbarian. I like to crush things or run. Sometimes I just have an overwhelming desire to jump as high as I can.
How high can you jump?
One time.
Don't do that. Don't ask him to do that.
But secretly, I've been putting money aside for the family of chipmunks.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I heard somebody take a sigh out in the leaves before
Yeah.
stepping up?
Yeah.
All right.
I sigh really loudly.
A sigh echoes from behind the leaves.
I step out from behind these trees.
Mysterious stranger steps out from behind the trees.
Who are you?
Who are you?
A mysterious hatted man.
I step around the corner, I go, good Lord, what do we have here? And I walk towards the group.
Marcella instantly sees this and she's like, is this one of your party as well?
Marcella, I'm surprised you don't recognize me. I know it's been a long time.
I've never, I would know you if I knew you.
I take my hat off.
I'm still a little unsure
And I
of
go,
who this person is.
I go, it's been a long time. It's been almost 15 years since I've been back to the town. I used to live here when I was a child.
Oh, did you play sport as a child here?
Not as much as my father did.
I've only been the Chancellor of Sport for 5 years, so it's...
She's only been the Chancellor of Sports for 5 years?
Yes, no, I'm still looking
then
into
I
it.
wouldn't know
So 15
who-
years ago was quite some time.
Okay, then I wouldn't know
Before
who
my time,
she
yes,
is.
yes. Sorry, but you seem...
reputation?
Are you...
I thought you said I know her.
Oh.
Then I have to redo that because I wouldn't know who she is.
Wait,
Let me take it back.
is he famous?
Okay, I'm gonna take that back then. Fucking.
Well, it seems like you see a witch hunter step out mysteriously from the woods, and he seems to be here with some sense of purpose.
I take a history check on him. 14.
Okay, my character is Corvus Konrad. He is a human witch hunter, all black witch hunter garb, silver rapier, and dual hand crossbows. He is a dark and gloomy, kind of brooding person, as most witch hunters are. Witch hunters are feared throughout the land because they dabble in blood magic, solitary people. As I told you, I used to live in this town when I was a child, and it's been a long time since I've been back.
Conrad? Is your father
Put my hat back on.
Conrad?
Unfortunately, yes, but that's also partially why I'm here.
Go on, witch hunter.
I was visiting McAllister's home for wayward boys, where I used to grow up. And even from that distance, I felt a dark presence from this cave. So I was waiting till daybreak because it is quite dangerous to enter. And I heard all of you making this big commotion. So I'm wondering, are you planning on entering this cave? Going in as a party or having backup is generally a good idea. So I'm very interested in what this contract is that you have with this woman.
Witch hunter, we have a great contract with this woman. We've been working with Marcella for quite a while. Now, of course, we could use someone who knows blood magic to help us get through this cave. Especially someone such as yourself who can sense these sort of dark things.
I'm sure we can figure out the details of this, but I am willing to compensate you fairly, I promise.
Look, Corvus, I'm down to have you get my back, but I need to know that you got what it takes. I want to do a little test. I'm gonna take this log here, I'm gonna throw it in the air as hard as I can. You can shoot that with your crossbow and hit that log square in the center. I know you're a guy that has the skills to back up his slick looks.
Okay, if that's what we're doing.
Ooh, can I throw it?
You sure can. Bob, throw this log in the air.
Yes.
I want to see how high it goes.
I take the log and I rest it on my fingers and I explode my hand out so quickly.
All right, roll a strength check.
Okay, real quick on that. So strength check, I'll roll my d20, but what do I add to it?
See your
Just
strength?
my 5?
See the plus?
Yeah, so the 5, okay. It's 10.
You throw it up and it goes 20 feet up into the air.
I will shoot my crossbow. So +6. It's 11.
Yeah, it's a stick.
Yeah. Just. I barely hit it. Barely. How bad it would be if I missed that.
Oh boy.
Well, so before we enter, let me explain a little bit of the situation here. Within these caverns is a clubhouse. Sometimes the town's elite like to go and spend time with each other, which is also part of the discretion. We don't want the location of this clubhouse revealed. Your discretion for what you see here and who you see here must be kept a secret. There was a special tea, a delicacy, Gorgeous Greg brought to share with us. We all imbibed it, and he began falling ill after drinking it. Now I'm concerned for him. He is not the only one who drank this tea tonight, but he's the only one who has fallen ill.
Witch Hunter, why don't you take the lead?
Here, this way. It's completely safe, probably.
My legs are
Shall we?
getting antsy.
Are we going?
We're going.
We're going? Okay. The sun's almost set at this point, and you walk up to a small hole that forms a cave in the rocks here. It seems to go down underground. You see warm light coming from inside the caverns. It seems like these caves are not as wild as you might think they are. Marcella steps down into the caverns here, and I believe you follow. The cavern is filled with dim torchlight. To your character's right, you see a rickety old door that is unlocked and a small sign that says, "Do not go this way, danger." And the reason it says that is because on the other side of that door, 2 spiders, massive spiders, that are just staring at you silently. Ahead of you, you see a small statue with a interesting little symbol on there, symbol you might not immediately recognize. And then to your left, there's another open pathway. Marcella begins to walk. This way, this way, this way, she says.
Let's go that way.
All right, I'll follow her.
As we pass, I asked them, do you recognize that altar?
You see that it's an altar to the god Cyric, which is known for trickery.
A chaos god.
The god of trickery.
You walk up to 2 incredibly thick doors. They're gilded, that are sealed in front of you. And Marcella walks up to the front doors and begins knocking.
Wait. Marcella, where are you taking us?
I'm taking you to the clubhouse where Greg is. He's inside.
How many people are in here, Marcella?
There are some people here, some you may recognize, but as I said, who is in here other than Greg?
I'm probably gonna recognize some of these people, so I'm gonna put on a disguise.
You?
Smart.
He busted out, started putting on makeup and shit.
Turn around, he's got like a mustache.
Yeah, I have was it an entire disguise kit and 2 costumes.
Yes, and as I said, discretion is incredibly important.
You are not knocking loud enough.
Does anyone else want you?
I walk forward and I start banging on that door.
Whoa, Bob!
I go, keep your
Goodness gracious!
Are you following through on that?
I'm gonna follow through and I go to knock on the door.
I go to persuade Bob to not do that. Hey Bob, what are you doing? Don't do that, that's a bad idea. I got costumes, you need to put one on, because that could be bad. If we go inside, everyone recognizes you, you're huge and 7 feet tall. If you go in there, everyone will know. Maybe you could stand out here and send in Chippy instead. That would be much better.
Do you stop on your own accord or not?
I've been persuaded.
Okay.
I wanted to.
My guy's like fucking sweating right now. He's like, these fucking people are gonna get me killed. I'm gonna do an insight on her because she's being real shady. She's being real shady.
We did insight on her, and she said
the fact that she won't tell us like what we're supposed to do with him or how many people are in here. I feel like she's definitely hiding something. I'm gonna do an insight check on her and like read her body language, like see like if she's sweating or anything. That's a 20.
She's scared.
21.
She's scared. There are things inside of here that... The music is not helping. The music... Please... This is incredibly annoying. Please, this is not the time for your strumming.
If you're gonna go in there like a nervous wreck, this is gonna go horribly. You gotta calm the hell down, okay? That's my main point. Calm down.
Okay, I will calm down.
Okay.
I'm going to knock. We need to go inside immediately.
Okay.
She raps on the door. Hello, I'm back. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. A voice on the other side of the door is like,
Marcella, you are banished. You can never come back inside.
no, you have to let me in. You don't know what you're doing. Vincilius.
Open the door, Bob.
Vincilius, what are you are going to get yourself killed.
Open the door, Bob.
Full strength check.
A 24.
Oh. Slams the door. Boom. You see dust just shoot up from the walls and the ceiling, and like some dust comes down, but the doors do not break.
Damn.
And on the other side, you hear a...
What the hell was that? Marcella, did you bring more people here?
No, I didn't. I had to. You're gonna get yourself killed.
I say, you hear that?
Yes, I heard. Who are you? Who are you?
Open the door, and we won't come through it with what just did that.
Gentlemen, dealt with doors before.
I've dealt with Marcel, is there another entrance in?
Yes, there is another. Of
Okay,
course there's another entrance.
Take us to the other entrance. We're not getting through this door.
Where does those spiders? Where does that route go?
I do not. Those are just wild caverns. I do not go in there. There's a sign that explicitly says it's dangerous.
Gentlemen, spiders are the chipmunks of the insect world. They're not something to be feared. That hallway, like, it's trivial.
Do you see the size of those spiders?
Yeah,
they're
like
as big
big
as
dogs. Yeah, look, it's not a big deal. I can go in there. We can walk through it. They won't be a problem. I've dealt with spiders before. If you guys could just give me a moment, see if I can deal with this in a non-violent way, get us through there without any issues.
Good call.
Cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
I'm completely cool with this. We must get inside no matter what happens.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
As a recap, the sign says, do not enter. Danger.
How locked is that door?
How locked is that door? It looks like there's no lock on it. A wooden door made out of like 5-inch thick wooden lock with a rope and a knot. Not the best construction, not designed to keep people moving in and out, more just like unintelligent creatures.
Gotcha. All right, so guys, I have on my chest, I have a bandolier of various vials of potions, herbs, funguses. In one of these vials, I have a fungus that's very attractive to insects. So I'm gonna go up to the door first. I'm gonna get a sense of these spiders. I'm gonna try to do my animal handling to see if I can keep them non-aggro and eventually get them off into the corner, you know, and unafraid of us, and we can quietly slip by. I'll show all you guys how to move so spiders don't get angry at you, all that good stuff. Basically, they're friendly creatures. As long as you're not a bug, no big deal. They're mostly scavengers.
Okay. I'd like to see let's see what you got, Druid.
It's very important to me that we don't kill animals who have done nothing wrong to us. That's kind of murder. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Let's see what you got,
That's
Druid.
how I feel, man.
Let's see what you got, Druid. I want to see
All right.
this.
It's up to me to save these spiders' lives.
Yeah, because if you don't, I'm going to kill these spiders.
Marcel instantly says, I'm gonna step back a little bit. This is a little frightening.
All right, Sam. I'm going to attempt to handle those animals. 16.
Okay, well the spiders instantly like leap forwards and like
Okay, so I'm gonna put a pinch of it off in the corner right here.
you can like flick it through the door.
Yep. And then go. Quietly, smoothly.
Perfect. Ding, you flick a little bit over there and they instantly crawl off to the side, and now they're sideways on the wall, like over there, using their little pinchers to like try and taste this stuff.
All right, now guys,
So
we're gonna get back
you
here
just-
without incident. We got about a minute. Don't make a lot of noise. Move quietly.
Okay.
All right, great.
Open the door.
Open the door.
I draw both my crossbows and I ready a shot with both of them. I cock them both.
All right.
And I walk through with NIKO.
I'm the last one through. I put Marcella in front of me and I kind of walk.
You're walking and you look down and you see a corpse covered in spider webs. Bones, flesh rotting. Looks like they've been dead probably months at this rate, but they're in the corner, shriveled up. Marcella. What is this? Someone's died in here. I don't think I can continue. Pretty standard adventuring stuff.
A dead corpse rotting?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a door in front of us.
Yeah, you're on it.
Okay, I open the door.
So squeaky.
Oh, look at all these contraptions in this room.
What's the light situation going on in this place?
This is a dark ass room. Pitch black, except for a warm orange glowing light coming from the left side of the room. You see very little. You can see some logs up ahead. That's a little strange, but you see some logs, you see a warm glow of a fire. In front of you, you see a small fungus sprouting up from the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna light a torch and toss it into the middle of the room.
So you throw it, light a torch, and you huck it into the middle of the room. It lands, glowing and illuminating the room now twice as much, with 2 fires burning in the room. And you hear a groan. You hear,
What's that?
Oh,
There's people coming in here.
an old raspy voice.
Hey. Yeah, someone threw a torch in here. Oh, that's crazy. People haven't been down here.
And then you just hear muffled chattering, continuing.
Okay, I walk into the room and I pie the corner with my crossbows.
He thinks we're gonna get him killed. I'm thinking he's gonna get us killed.
You see 3 figures around the campfire, but it's hard to see who they are.
Did they notice me?
No, you just hear muffled talking and you hear the sound of what seems to be like paper shuffling. Dee's already stealthing up. So Warren and Nest are at the doorway. And Dee is rolling a stealth check, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of like creep closer towards the shadows up on the altar. Stealth check, that's a 12.
Stealth check 12, I love it. They don't hear you.
I'm just gonna creep up a couple steps and I'll let them do what they're gonna do.
So you start walking up and you become quickly in range of both being able to see them and hear them a lot more clearly.
Okay.
They're frail, bony. You see bones, you see ragged clothes. They look like workers or something like that. They used to be human. You can tell though,
Humanoid. Okay.
they are not currently alive by your standards, all right? They are undead. And they're sitting there like,
Oh, well, if it was nothing, I suppose it's your turn.
and you see them passing a card to the other person.
I've got charm. I can charm up to 5 characters within 60 feet of me. We have them for an hour if I am able to defeat them, and then we could have them move in front of us and tell us maybe.
These guys don't seem like a problem.
That's what I'm saying. I could use a level 1 spell on them.
We could also just probably force them to do whatever we want.
Yeah, but if we charm them, then they won't like they won't be.
Okay, how about this? How about this? You do that.
Trick them into.
I'm gonna stealth in the back.
Yeah.
And ready an attack on them in case it fails.
Sure.
So look over at Warren, I point both crossbows at each 2 of their heads, and I look over you and I signal you to like get their attention.
Tell you what, real quick. I'm gonna also take out my bow and I'm gonna ready an attack.
No, I just kind of saunter up to them. I just talk to them.
You're still wearing a disguise. What does this disguise look like again?
It's like I'm an elf servant.
An elf servant?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I just walk up to him and I'm like, "Who's winning today?"
All 3 of them go,
Oh, hey, you're right. Hey, it's a fleshy one. Hey, is he a servant? Hey, get me some water.
Which way to the clubhouse?
Come, you found it. You want to play a game?
Yeah,
Or play some cards?
deal me in.
Oh, all right, here we go.
They take all the cards and they give you 2 cards.
Okay.
All right, the game's pretty easy.
You guys can pretty much do whatever you want right now.
The game's pretty easy.
When I get information, I can get up.
All right,
Okay, what do I do?
We're gonna see who has a higher card.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right, wait, let's make a bet first. If I have a higher card, you gotta tell me something about you.
Okay.
If you have a higher card, I'll tell you something about me.
Good, boss.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Roll a d6.
6.
5.
Oh, looks like yours is a higher one. Oh, well, something about me. Oh, my life was so long ago. I don't remember much.
How'd you get down here?
Well, we used to be miners down in that hole.
What were you
Under
mining?
the bridge. Oh, we were mining some crystals until we got eaten alive.
What'd you get eaten alive by?
Oh, it was a big worm.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it still in the cave?
Shit, it was 50 years ago. Probably not. But they pooped out our bones. Somehow we come back to life.
Did someone reanimate you?
I guess they must have. Well, that's crazy to think about.
There's a bridge that goes over a massive hole. It goes straight down.
I think Mike's bones are still down there. Too bad for him.
Currently, you just see that there's a drop-off ahead of you.
All right, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna check this thing out. What's this?
Well, you see what looks like something that used to be a rope pulley. There's no rope attached to it.
I look up at the old dudes. I go, so you haven't left this room in 50 years?
Oh, shit. There's more of them.
I lower my crossbows and reach to holster them.
Yeah, we haven't. I think it's about 50 years. The only way we keep track of time is how many card games we can play.
So you guys are from Cecilton?
Oh, yeah, I'm from Cecilton. I live on. Well, I used to live down Main Street. Man. You know what would be real cool is if you could bring Mike back to life so we could play cards with him again. Or even just bring up his bones and then we'll play a cool card game. So it would just be like normal. I'll give you a secret item if you go down there.
What's the secret item?
Well, secret item. Well, back in the day when it was lunchtime, we had this big old horn that we blow when it was lunchtime. And you could hear you could hear that horn all the way through the deepest parts of the cavern. Only problem is, it's down there. We'll give you ownership of it if you can retrieve it. Just make sure you bring back Mike's bones when you come back up.
I'll make you a better deal.
What's that?
You come with us. We'll bring back Mike's bones. We'll get the horn.
How the hell am I gonna
And
get down
I'll get you guys a new deck of cards.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll go down.
You'll come with us?
Yeah, I'll come down.
All 3 of you?
And the other two look at each other and say,
We should probably stay up here. How are we gonna go down? Like, our fingers will break off.
Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. All right, let's get it.
Let's get this horn.
So you guys are gonna go down that cavern.
I'm gonna send them down and see what happens. Because I only can see 60 feet, which isn't enough to tell me anything because it's 100 feet.
I don't do a campaign without this horn anymore. I've learned better than to not include it.
So it's definitely
Okay,
worth
I mean-
getting.
Okay, let's do it. Whatever you guys want to do.
Hey, let's throw the torch down the hole.
Good idea.
And so you light it and you kick it over and you see the flaming torch go. And it crashes to the bottom of this 100-foot pit and an explosion of embers and shatters. Boom! There's a whole new area. And you see illuminated the bones of Mike. And you see a bunch of these crystals in the bottom of this cave, this cavern, this pit. And then, well, the old guys will come up and they lean over the edge and like,
Oh, there he is. There's old Mike's bones.
How much rope do we have?
I have 60 feet.
I got another 60 feet.
I could just climb down.
Don't do that.
I'm very dexterous.
If you fall in this game, it's massive damage.
you get d6 damage per 10 feet. So this is 10
I can
d6
take it.
damage. You probably could, actually. You probably could just straight up just jump off the edge and probably survive. But you'd be hurt.
You really feel like this horn these guys are talking about is worth going down in that cavern and facing whatever that worm they're talking about is?
I heard about one of these horns one time. From what I understand about them, they have the power to destroy a cavern of this size completely.
So if you blow the horn,
Okay,
you go deaf.
There's a 1 in 5 chance that you go permanently deaf when you use it, but it is like an instant room destroyer. Oh yeah, and then house rules are, if you do blow it in a very tiny area, you still could go permanently deaf because it's it's like shooting a 50 cal in a bathroom without ear protection.
Yeah.
Who's got the most dexterity?
I got a lot of dex.
I have a lot of athleticism.
You should have a rope connected to you being held by Bob.
Well, we have this.
case you fall.
We have this thing right here, which is made for holding ropes.
You and your brain.
Oh, that's. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my rope, I'm gonna start tying it to this thing, and I'm gonna throw the other end down to Corvus. Like, yo, Corvus, can you tie your rope to mine?
Yeah, I'll tie it to that, and it'll make it 120 feet. I don't have dark vision, and I don't really want to go down there, so I'll let you go ahead and do it. I can't see anything down there.
Let's get down there, let's go find that horn.
Let's go.
And you begin to climb down the rope, okay? So give me like a basic athletics check for strength.
17.
16.
You see this old guy in the back motioning to this guy up here. He's pointing up at the rope, and the other guy's going like,
What the is so funny?
Nothing.
I'm gonna pull my crossbows out and point it at both of them and be like, what the hell is so funny? And I'm gonna intimidate them. 13 plus 1, 14.
all right. One of them just did a roll. This guy, you can't see him any longer. In the time it took you to look back and forth between them, he's gone.
Okay.
This guy is intimidated. He's like,
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm sorry.
I repeat, what the hell is going on?
We thought it'd be funny to make you guys fall down here.
I shoot him in the head.
rolls initiative. Yeah, you're in the middle of climbing the rope. NIKO, go for it. Wren's above you. You're like 15 feet down, and you're basically 10 feet down, okay?
Well, shit.
Freaking Bob.
Wob.
All right.
Massive wob.
Guess I'm using spider climb. All right, I hear this commotion, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So I cast spider climb on myself. Until the spell ends, one willing creature, myself, gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving my hands free. So that's my action. I'd like to make sure Wren doesn't fall to his death. Can I just like get in position to try to deal with that a little bit as my second action?
You can move into what you think would be a position to help him, and that's it. So what is that position?
So, beside and slightly above him, and like with a hand on his like.
So you're about to grab him.
Yeah.
You're just about to grab him, okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So you hear that, and up above you hear,
Yeah, here we go.
this guy who's right next to him. So he takes out the knife and goes like,
I'm gonna cut him down. Here we go.
and he takes the knife and he tries to hit the rope for damage. And he crits the rope.
Well, hey, old Mike, you got some friends. Come in.
Slice the rope, and Wren immediately lurches and you begin falling. You're in free fall. I'm gonna give him a shot at maybe like reaching out and grabbing, but we'll get there. Okay. So, but it's your turn. It is your turn now. You're 10 feet down from and NIKO is there about to grab you with his arm extended. What do you do? You gotta think about this one.
Well, I really wanted to get to the bottom of this cavern.
This is your ticket.
This is my ticket.
Don't take the damage.
6,
Well,
5.
I reach out and I try to grab for NIKO's hand.
All right, this is a dex save. 15 is something that's hard. 20 is something that's incredibly hard, and 25 is generally like impossible.
Okay.
All right, I'm saying honestly, it's a 15 dex save to grab NIKO. All right, roll it. All right, Wren. 11.
No.
God.
Here they go.
Slice. NIKO. Nest reaches out his hand. Bob lunges for NIKO, totally whiffs it, and you plummet all the way down. You plummet 90 feet.
Lands on the crystals.
And you take 28 points of damage.
Okay.
Crunch. You land on the bottom of the cavern. with a deafening thud.
What is your HP? What's your
60?
You have a 60 HP? Okay, you're not bloody. That's impressive.
Wow.
That's a pretty massive
That's
hit.
almost half damage.
That's almost half your dead. You're almost half dead.
So
Tis but a scratch.
you land completely prone. Your next turn is skipped because you're lying there. You need to still get back up before you can move or do stuff. Your turn.
Okay, I shoot them both in the head with a crossbow twice.
Sounds good. All right. Which ones? Which ones?
This one and this one. Okay, so this one's for the guy up here. Top man. A crit on one hit, and then the other one is a 13.
Hit.
Let's just do damage for that first. 15 on this guy.
Okay. 2 arrows fly into his skull and chest, and he's knocked back. You would consider him extremely bloodied if he had blood, but he's like just barely standing, like barely.
Next guy.
Nice guy.
13 and a 24.
1 hits.
For 7 damage to him.
So 1 arrow hits him right in the back of the head, not expecting it.
He's like, oh, they're fighting us. Oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back. And because I have crossbow expert, I don't invoke attack of opportunity.
That's sweet. This guy sees Jake right there, standing on the edge, and he's gonna jump and try and land on you to push you over. So he jumps. You're rolling dex against the strength check.
Right.
Strength roll to knock you down into the pit. Oh, geez, this is a good dice, dude. I got a 20.
Better hope I can catch you.
Yeah, because if I fall that far, I'm gonna be knocked out pretty hard.
I'm rolling crits, so you're gonna have to roll a 20.
Let me see what I get here. Plus 7, 23.
But he nat critted.
That's a guaranteed win.
I'm sorry, a DM mistake was made. I scribbled your name between D and him because technically you rolled a 7 and this guy did a 6 for initiative, so.
So I would have it.
You
I
saw,
would have initiative.
you glimpsed death. But you had a psychic intuition of what was about to happen. You look up and see this guy, he's poised to jump on you. Wow, I'm sorry, I can't believe I'm turning this around. That was gonna be intense.
Okay, well, in that case,
You're gonna probably move. Well, that's not happening.
I'm probably going to move.
Make it quick.
So I disengage behind D.
You disengage and like sneak through here
Yeah, exactly.
as your action.
Yeah.
And you go back there and that's your whole turn? All right, boom. All right, so now it's his turn and he's up here. He jumps down here and breaks his knees and falls prone. The next guy goes, the lead one here, turns around and sees D shooting at him, and he runs up to where NIKO is, and he takes his little dagger and sees you there spider climbing, and he just throws his dagger down at you to try and hit you with it.
Okay.
He rolls like an 11.
Yeah, he misses.
The little knife goes dink, and flies down the cavern. The guy who's stealthed out of the way is up here now. He sees all this shit happening, and he's like, oh, and he starts running. He's like, guys, it didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're slow, and that's it. And now it's back to NIKO.
Okay, I am 15 feet down the hole. 15 feet gets me to here, I still have 20 more feet to move. So I can 5, 10, 15 on the wall, 20.
Yeah.
So I'll continue in his way.
All right, blocking his path, and he runs.
We really messed this up. Here's the way, we gotta make this right.
Totally freaks him out. You're down there. It's your turn. You're like, you can get up, shake it off, but that's really all you can do in this turn.
I get up, I shake it off, and I look over and I see some bones on the ground.
You look over, you see the bones, and you see the horn in his skeletal grasp clutching it.
Oh man, shiny.
The
Shiny
horn in Ren's hands.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you'll get it in the next turn. All right. And so it's Corvus's turn.
Yeah, I just run up to him, I shoot him twice in the back with a crossbow, and shoot the other guy twice with a crossbow.
Roll.
So first guy right here on the ground. First shot, because he's on the ground, I have advantage. 16, second shot, 23.
Hit.
So this is the damage on the guy on the ground. 15, another 15 to him.
All right, you roll up to him. Soon, 2 bolts go inside him, his bones explode, and the body just tumbles all the way down into the pit, falls down, hits one of the crystals, bones explode everywhere. It's just an explosion of bone shards.
Okay, second guy, shooting him. Both 23. Damage. 16 damage.
Oh, wow. So that actually kills him too. He's 16 plus the 7 you gave him originally is another kill. So dunk, dunk, he turns around to see the bolts hitting him. One goes in his head, the other one goes in his mouth. His skull explodes. His body just like crumples, flies down, falls down into the pit. WREN looks up, a second body comes down, smashes against the ground, bones explode everywhere, just rags and dust, and it's horrible. And
I look down, I go, grab my bolt!
Jake, Mr. Warren's turn.
Let's see, I should probably focus on helping Bob get out of this situation that he's in. I move up to the edge. I call down to Bob. Hey, we gotta get you out of there. Grab that horn and those bolts. Can you climb back up or do you need rope?
And I mean, some rope would be nice.
Well, the rope is down there, right? Because he cut it.
I take the rope and I coil it up into a small mass and I attempt to throw it all the way up.
100 feet.
Strength check.
Never gonna work.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Holy shit. He fucking takes it. And right away on your next turn, you take it, you wrap it up, and you just huck it, and the rope just goes boom, and perfectly goes 100 feet up and lands on there, and you just flex. All right.
100 feet is 5 times from that like pipe right there.
Insane.
I mean, if he wasn't a Goliath, I would say
I'm down.
But
I'm
if
down.
he Nat 20 and he's a Goliath, that makes sense.
So almost everyone here is dead. This guy backs off. He disengages from Nest. He's like,
Oh, this is really a mistake, man. Well, I promise I won't mess with you guys anymore. You can still take the horn. Yeah, anything you want.
and he just keeps backing backwards more and more.
All right, it's my turn?
Yeah.
So my quiver of ever-growing arrows, snap one off, and it's about time I flex this longbow a little bit and
Well, you're gonna kill him?
just right into his face if I can help it, if I can aim it.
I feel like we could get some information out of him or something.
I'm gonna kill him. That's just how I feel. You know?
Okay.
He tried to kill me.
He almost killed NIKO.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did put yourselves in a really precarious situation.
Still, had they not tried to murder us, it wouldn't have been precarious. So, 14.
There's a hit.
All right.
What kind of damage does that bow do?
6 damage. It does it 1d8 plus.
6 damage. Arrow goes right through.
Oh, hey, I mean it, man. We gotta get your friend out of that hole before the worm comes.
All right, it's your turn. So you took the rope and you throw it all the way up. All right? The rope comes up to the top. And as you're looking up from throwing that rope, like you see a rock wall going up and you see a little thing jutting out. And as you look up, you see a little hole of light shining through. Imagine this is like, it's like a balcony of sorts where imagine a cavern face and then there's a piece jutting out. Underneath that piece, you see a little hole of light. Okay?
A hole of light.
A hole of light opens up and liquid starts raining down onto your head.
Don't do
taste
that.
It's not hard to identify that it's urine. It's like a cool, wet cavern droplet.
Are we below like a latrine?
And just as the urine continues to stop, one tiny little piece of poop comes falling down and falls 100 feet and splats on the cavern floor next to you.
Bob, get that horn and get the F out of that pit.
I grabbed the horn, I grabbed the bolts, 4 of them,
Yeah.
put them in my pocket.
So, all right, Wren, you hear a rumbling underneath the ground.
Grab the rope, I retie it to this thing.
You get the rope on there, the rumbling grows even further. The rope dangles down. You've gotten the horn. Did you grab anything else?
I grabbed the horn and the bolts. And dude, the body's sitting there, and of course I've got to search the body. So.
You find the body's got 10 gold pieces on it. You found the horn already, cool. And you also found a potion of greater health, so.
Dude, Chippy, check this out. We got some money.
The rumble grows further.
I grab everything. I pocket the potion. I pocket the coins. Chippy and I giggle over that. I grab the horn and the bolts, get it all in my body, and I grab the rope with both hands.
You roll a strength check to climb up that rope. Remember, it's a 13/14.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah, you frickin', you just boom, and right as you get clearance and you start going up, right as you start going up it, this thing just bursts out of the ground. And it bites at your feet, but you are going so fast that it can't do anything. And
Straight Tremor
this
style.
thing straight up explodes and starts slithering around down there. And it's still, and now it's just sitting there like waiting and kind of like slithering in and out between the rocks and trying to burrow and trying to do its thing. You successfully get up to the top.
Damn.
Please tell me I fly up over the edge and land.
Those nat 20
My
rolls.
fingers
Like somehow you go up, but still 3-point land. Yeah, and Stinky Todd up here at the edge of the bridge. You're like,
Oh man, that was a real close one. Glad you made it out of there alive. I really am. This time I mean it. No more tricks, I promise.
Run up and kick him in the nuts.
Roll.
24 to kick him in the nuts.
Kick him in the nuts. Roll me some damage.
D4, 5 damage.
You kick him in the nuts, and his like leg pops off, and he like topples over with like, he's got one bony leg. Oh shit!
I run up with my longsword and I just.
Wait.
Yeah,
There's a reason I didn't kill him. I only kicked him in the nuts.
Whoa! You guys didn't want to kill him?
Let's toss him into the worm pit.
Okay, good idea. Okay.
He's like, oh no.
Is that what you do? All right, so everyone,
and drag him to
you
the
kick him
edge.
in the nuts, leg pops off, he falls over, and everyone proceeds, like, you go up there, you drag him, you over the bridge. And he's like,
Wait a second. Guys, I think this is a misunderstanding.
and you guys just like heave ho.
Yeah, heave ho.
And throw the bones off the bridge. And he flies down 100 feet. Worm sees this and senses it and straight up just, boom, the jaws just like destroy him. Bone dust explosion, he's gone.
And then I take my card, the 2 cards that I still have from the game, and I go, and I throw them down.
And they slowly fall down the cavern.
Ace is high.
And Marcella is sitting right there, mouth just jaw dropped. It was a brilliant display of adventuring. She comes up to you and is like, oh my, are you okay? You fell 90 feet. How did you survive?
Well, the poop softened my fall.
Poop, wait, the poop softened you. Oh. And she goes to inspect the balcony looking area that juts out. And she says, oh, that's where the latrine exits out. I've never seen the outside before. It's been filling up this pit this whole time. It seems like perhaps we could go in through this and we could circumvent trying to find where the secret exit is.
You guys want to climb through the poop hole?
That's sketchy.
I mean, I'm down.
Marcella, I hope these ticket sales are worth it because this is getting ridiculous.
I still got my spider climbing on, so I'm just gonna walk up the wall and go check out this little hole.
You've got like just a few moments left to spider climb. You walk up the cavern, the side of the cavern, to check out the door, and you see that it is not fastened shut. It's roughly 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet wide. It's just barely enough to squeeze through. You see there's no latches, no locks. It just seems like a wooden plate.
How dirty is it?
It's a little dirty. It's a little bit slippery, but it seems like it's not like a door or it's locked. No one expected for things to come up from it.
Guys, before
Bob's already dirty.
anything happens, he lost 50 points of
28.
28. I'm at 32 out of 60 right now. I did find a giant potion of healing.
Let's heal him in some way.
Before we go, yeah.
Okay, 2, 2, 3, 3.
+4.
10, 14.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, I grab my rope. I'm gonna quarterstaff. I should open because I don't want to get any goop on me.
Not that bad.
The guy covered in shit. It ain't that bad.
You take this quarterstaff,
So I don't want to touch
push it.
It's full of germs.
And it goes, and it just starts opening, clicks against the wall. So you pop that open and you poke your head up inside.
Yeah, stealthily.
Stealthily. Roll me a stealth check.
10.
10. You come up. No one's there. No one's there.
All right, I'll climb into the room. Is there anything I can fasten my rope onto?
There is a stool with a hole in it.
So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take the chair, I'm gonna put it across like one of the corners of that square hole, so it's kind of like resting diagonally on it. Tie my rope to it, put the rope down.
Great, works. You tie the rope, you put the chair perfectly on the corner. It's relatively secure.
Relatively.
It's a little slippery.
Key thing, guys, the chair is relatively secure. I'll try to keep a hand on it.
Marcella says, who should go first? This looks dangerous.
I'm gonna start climbing. I'll take the other end of the rope and I'll come back up here. I'll tie it to this again. Before I go, So when we get into the hole, I'm gonna take one of my crossbow bolts and we're gonna pin it underneath, the rope underneath here, so there's an escape route we can get out through the bathroom.
Good idea. Man, Corvus, where have you been all my life?
I've been hunting demons, man. Okay, I start climbing, athletics, here we go. That's an 8.
You grab onto the rope, and so you're gonna try and like shimmying across it. Your hand slips. Give me a dex save just to see if you can reach the rope. This is simple. This is a 10.
That's 5.
5?
Yeah.
So both your hands slip from the rope, and your legs are dangling on the rope.
My legs are gripped. Okay.
And you're upside down hanging. Give me an athletics check to get back on the cliff.
Can I give him some bardic inspiration?
Yes.
It's a 1d6 to add to whatever your ability.
Okay, so my hands slip, my legs are there, and he starts playing a song.
Just do it. Give me a strength
Hold
check.
on to that rope, you got it. Hold on to that rope, you got it. Hold on to that rope.
Natty 20! That song, I'm like, okay, that's my favorite song.
You channel your inner strength. You flex your abs. You get the rope, and you're just boom, 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 all the way up and up through the hole.
I think about that one time I really effed it up when I was a kid, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let that happen again.
We're establishing we are shimmying that means you get 2 checks because your hands and feet have to slip.
Okay, then I go next. Okay.
You're gonna add.
Oh God. Okay, that's 6. That's only an 8. It's only an 8.
An 8. So you go, and your hands slip, and you dangle from your legs, and you slide upside down back to the cliff facing. Someone probably could assist him.
Hell, I assist Warren to not fall.
18.
Yeah, you got. Okay.
This is a very precarious situation. Trying to climb this rope, it would make sense.
You help him back up onto the cliff.
Upside down, slides down, like, help me!
This rope smells like shit.
You can give it another shot.
Okay, here we go again. All right.
Climb it.
What?
It's even worse. It's a 7.
You go on, your hands slip. You're still dangling by your feet. Are you gonna help him back?
I assist you, I'm helping. Warren, I'm helping.
Warren, quit screwing around and get up the dang rope!
I'm so glad I tied that rope off.
It's a 10.
It's a 10?
Yeah.
You're back on the cliff.
I'm going again.
No, we're done.
You're the gambler here, I'm going!
He starts climbing.
Plus 4, 11.
11. You just barely make it across.
It's so sad just to get an 11. All right, I reach down and I help you out.
Dude, I'm surprised one of your guitars didn't fall off.
Yeah, I help you into the hole.
Marcella says, well, I suppose that leaves just us. That didn't go very well. I'm not so
Does
sure.
not instill much confidence
It's
in her.
okay. I have this. Hold on to me.
I'm holding on to you.
All right, I'm gonna shimmy across this rope.
She's holding on. She's not letting go. Is it a D12? No,
That's a D12.
Oh, son of a gun.
He rolled a D12 and said 20. 20.
Let's see what you got.
15 plus 8.
Yeah,
okay,
you're fine. You
totally
just
good.
go up there. She's holding on. She climbs through. Sounds good. So everyone's inside this little bathroom here. You see that on a casual inspection, you can see that it's basically stone, but wooden floors have been added. Little box here full of like some soaps and towels. And then there's a little water basin and mirror in there, but it's a pretty empty bathroom.
Can someone do a perception check to see what's outside of the door?
That is a 23.
So you go up to the door to listen to what's on the other side and hear footsteps. You hear a man and a woman talking.
Oh, wait, one second. I'll be right back, I promise. 1 second, I promise. I'll be right back. Okay. Don't wait for me. Just go. Okay, I'll be right back.
There's somebody's gonna come through the door right now. We're gonna act like we were just in here having a raucous party of, things that aren't supposed to happen in a public bathroom.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Hey, I'm sorry. Is the door locked?
I immediately roll persuasion on him, or deception, sorry.
I hide, I guess.
I stand in a corner.
I dip back in these corners, so when he walks in, he doesn't see us all.
The door opens. A man stands there. Then you look eye to eye.
And I roll 22 on deception, and I say to him, you really gotta be careful around here, because the people you run into in this club, I gotta say, it's just some of the best people in the world. Were you here to use the bathroom? I'm sorry.
And the man stands before you. You look at him. He's an elf. He's wearing yellow. He has a guitar on his back. He looks at you and says, oh, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm here to use the restroom, and you play music too. Why haven't I seen you here before? We should seriously catch up. But one moment, I must relieve myself.
Go right ahead.
Okay. He turns around the corner and sees everyone bunched up there.
Watch out for my friends.
He looks over everyone and
We're like, I told you the party's in here.
Hey! He looks at everyone covered in feces. Everyone's fine. Marcella is standing there, and his back's turned to you, and he's like, Marcella, what are you doing here? You are not supposed to come back.
I go, well, you're with us now. I cast Charm 18 Natty.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, you and I are now in a band together.
If you want to continue watching, head over to corridordigital.com right now. Episode 2 is live and ready to go with new episodes weekly. We really hope you liked it. Enjoy.